put some more shit in it. Alrighty. Oh man, it's been a minute, haven't it? Peace, peace, peace. Hey, whoa, what's happening? How are you? No, how are you? What's going on, man? Rami, if you don't know, it's been a long time. I know. It's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on in the world right now. Pandemic going crazy. 5G. It's a lot going on. And to be honest, I've been struggling on what I wanted to say. That's why I haven't made any videos. Cause I wanted to be more helpful. I wanted to add, to build instead of destroy. And for a minute, I was just, kind of frustrated, and I didn't want to put that energy out there. But today is a new day. It's the 7th, by the way. So I wanted to read some things, share some things with you, and then say a little bit, and then get up out of here. Is that cool? I appreciate it. By the way, I hope everybody is doing all right. Praying for all of our families to be healthy, to be calm, to not be stressed out during this time because it's crazy. So I hope you guys are doing all right. And if you're not doing all right, man, drink lots of water, lemon and ginger, tea, warm water, hot water, if you can, tea, no ice cream, no milk. Get away from the mucusy stuff. What was another thing? I'm gonna try to put some, if anybody else knows some remedies, some things you can do at home, please drop it in the comments below. But let's try to stay healthy. But let me get to reading this real quick. I didn't want to drag this out too long. And I'm reading from this Quran. If you don't know, this is the Holy Quran, Circle 7, brought to us by Noble Drew Ali, Prophet. I usually go to this book when I'm having an issue, when I'm struggling with something, when I need to reflect on something, when I'm looking for some wisdom, some guidance. And a lot of times I just kind of flip through the pages and then open it somewhere and find what sticks to me. And it was one that I seen, oh, boo. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. And that's from chapter 25, A Holy Covenant of the Asiatic Nation. Man, in these times, man, there's a lot of people that are struggling. So if you can help, please help someone. Doesn't matter if it's a total stranger, it doesn't matter if it's the quote-unquote white man, if it's quote-unquote illegal Mexican brothers and sisters. Illegal is just a disgusting word, by the way, to call somebody. Whoever it is, whoever you can help, whatever you can. If it's, oh, I can get that extra $1, oh, you ain't got the rest of that, I got that. You go into the store, you ask your neighbor, hey, you need anything? I'm finna go. Making a meal, making a meal for the whole community maybe, and asking people, do they want some food? Whatever it is you can, sending a prayer out to somebody, just listening to somebody vent. It's a lot of people where I'm working right now. It's a lot of people that will come up to me, and you can see they're kind of on the edge, they're kind of on the verge of breaking, and just need somebody to talk to. So even if it's something like that, help somebody. There was another one that I seen that was really powerful. And I'm just kind of going off the spirit, what was moving me. Oh, boom, here it was. Well, that was one for myself. It was, I'll let you know. I don't want to keep it. Chapter 30. His desire is to do good, and he researcheth out the occasions thereof. In removing the oppression of another, he relieveth himself. And I just put a star next to that one because I wanted to think about it a lot. On how me removing the oppression from someone else is a relief to myself. There's something deep about that, but I needed to think about that more. Here, I know it's on this page right here. Oh, right here we go. This is the Holy Instructions from the Prophet of Charity, chapter 32. He calmeth the fury, he healeth the quarrels of angry men, and preventeth the mischiefs of strife and animosity. He promoteth in his neighborhood or her neighborhood peace and goodwill, and his or her name is repeated with praise and benedictions. And I thought that was real powerful, especially for us Moors, the people that we know that were Moors. In this time especially, man, people are getting really desperate, really tense. I've been hearing, I don't know where you live, but I've been hearing a lot of, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I've been hearing about people getting robbed, stuck up in broad daylight for their shopping carts of food, things like that. So I think right now is a great time for us to be able to spread love, keep the peace, keep things cool, use our minds to de-escalate situations, you know what I mean? Because things is getting rough out here, you know what I mean? We going on 3 or 4 weeks now. For some people have not been able to work. So people are getting desperate, and I feel as Moors, it's a responsibility for us to be sort of a voice of reason. You know what I mean? This is why we're supposed to be about love instead of hate, why we're supposed to have that energy for times like this, so that, when you see people thinking like they finna scheme on somebody, nah, hey, let me help. What do y'all need? I can help you out with something. You know what I mean? Try to figure out a way to keep the peace. And there was one more that I wanted to read to y'all, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. This one right here. Whew. Religion, chapter, the Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Religion, chapter 35. O think not, bold men, because thy punishment is delayed, that the arm of Allah is weakened. Neither flatter thyself with the hopes that he winketh at thy doings. His eye pierceth the secrets of every heart, and he remembereth them forever. He respect not the persons or stations of men, the high and the low, the rich and the poor, the wise and the ignorant. When the soul have shaken off the cumbrous shackles of this mortal life, shall equally receive from the sentence of just and everlasting retribution according to their works. And I thought this was really, I've always thought that line was deep, but especially in this moment, because this is, at least for me, this is one of the first times where something's happened that's affected everyone, from the rich to the poor, you know what I mean? From the politicians to the home, the people without no job. And for me, what it is like, it's a glimpse of what, this judgment will be, you know what I mean? And the deeper I thought about it is like, at some point when we die, you can't shake this judgment. At some point, everybody gonna be on the same level playing field, sort of like we are now. This is only just a glimpse, you know what I mean? And I just thought that that was something deep that I wanted to share with y'all to reflect on in terms of making the right decisions and the righteous decisions right now, and choosing to do good instead of evil, choosing to love instead of hate, choosing to help instead of hurt people. Because at the end of the day, we all gonna be accountable for our own actions, you know. And I think that's, you know, that's a very important message. Yeah, I ain't got much else to say. Actually, yeah, I do. Specifically to the Moors, Moorish Americans, members of the Moor Science Temple of America, I think this moment is one that we all need to reflect on and humble ourselves and realize the amount of work we need to do as we present ourselves as a nation of people. Because the U.S., you know, the quote-unquote richest nation on the earth and blah, 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 blah. Look at how unprepared the U.S. was as a nation. Now put that same light on us as a nation, and you can see we are not prepared at all, across the board on so many different levels. So I think this is time to really, you know, while we have nowhere to go, to really reflect on what you can do for your nation. It does sound like that poster. Not ask what the nation can do for you, but what you can do, you know what I mean? Anyways, much love to you. Keep shining. Love instead of hate. Yeah, peace. And drink some water. Alkaline if you can. Bye.